The honourable member for Sturgeon River Parkland.
Well, Mr. Speaker, speaking of investigation, for 5 months the Liberals have pulled out all the stops to prevent an investigation into the shocking and incomprehensible transfer of notorious killer Paul Bernardo from a maximum security prison. Victims' families were not even informed of the transfer until it was already underway. So much for victims' rights. Canadians and victims' families' trust in our justice system has been shattered by this failure, and it's up to us in this House to restore that trust. So when will the Liberals stop preventing accountability and let the Public Safety Committee investigate?
Here, here.
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, the fact is, it was actually our motion that many parties agreed to actually conduct conduct a study on the issue of transfers. And the Conservatives are in damage control right now because, Mr. Speaker, they actually voted against it. I find it appalling that the Conservative members would use the issue of one of the most heinous crimes against women as a way to fundraise and create clickbait. Mr. Speaker, if they want to conduct this study, then support the motion that we put on the floor to do so.
The honourable member for Sturgeon River Parkland.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it's that Liberal member and her colleagues who voted against the Conservative motion to bring victims' representatives to committee 2 times, Mr. Speaker. They don't want an investigation. They want a whitewash. Now, I wish I didn't have to stand in this House and ask these questions today. I wish that killer, Paul Bernardo, was sitting in a maximum security prison today. I wish that this Liberal government hadn't stood by and let this transfer happen, but it did. Canadians deserve answers. Canadians' families deserve to know why and how this was allowed to happen. So the Liberals can let us get those answers by letting the Public Safety investigate. Will they? Yes or no?
The honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, we supported and put forward a motion to study these very transfers. The fact that the Conservatives would use heinous crimes and the suffering against women and violence against women as a way to block government legislation, which, by the way, Mr. Speaker, C20 would have tangible results to protect women in the workplace, sexual harassment. The Conservatives time and time again use clickbait instead of real action to protect women.